collateral that I will hold in order to do business with you. They break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Dance! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago, viewers. It's a privilege to be here. It's Bacchanal time tonight, viewers. So remember, I always encourage you to share our live stream, viewers. Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell on YouTube, and you're good to go. So viewers, as we start up our program tonight, TTPS has stated that over the past 8 months, its officers has arrested 110 persons for home invasion. The issue of home invasion is now a talking point amid recent increased incident, including an elderly woman being murdered in her own home by a man who wanted her pension money. Pension money he wanted it, and a would-be intruder being shot dead by a woman using a male relative licensed firearm. Was she wrong to do that? Is the laws in Trinidad and Tobago need amending? ATTPS release said the arrest came as investigators continue to intensify efforts to restore safety and security across the country. Their arrests were a result of strategies adopted by Commissioner of Police Earl Haywood Christopher, and the police service to tackle incidents of robberies, house break-ins, burglaries, and other gang-related offense. We got a little bacchanal tonight, viewers. From January to July, the TTPS claims there was a reduction in serious crime across 10 policing divisions compared to the same period in 2022. Increased activities, direct patrol, and visibility in communities and business areas are also serving as critical deterrent to criminal activities. While police are claiming a reduction in serious crime this year, several incidents have occurred, including a 75-year-old pensioner being beaten to death during a home invasion incident. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, I am Saieed Ali. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali live on Synergy Network from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, with a rerun the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. We are also live on Facebook and YouTube from 7 to 8 p.m. also, as we go live on Synergy Television. Now, viewers, Real Talk is offering you 4% on a fixed deposit in our company. Remember, we have Real Talk with the information where you can be a member also. Trinidad and Tobago. Home invasion is another way in Trinidad for bandits to make money. If there's a reduction in serious crime, bandits are looking for other alternative ways to make money. And hear me clearly when I say this, sir. Bandits are looking for other ways to make money. So now, Kamala having to say, empty your clip. And then she came out and apologized. Paula, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
There is an Indian woman in the PNM with Hindu from front to back and spitting out words like if she is some boss for somebody, for people in this country. She need to put some black pot in her face, and then she eat scorpion pepper and it comes through her mouth. Thank you, Mr. Saieed.
Thank you, my dear. To Kamala, days after a female homeowner shot and killed an intruder at a Shugona's home, opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa is promising easy access to firearm users license FULs for law-abiding citizens after the UNC wins the next general election. With this easy of access to legal firearm under a UNC government, she said, when a criminal invade your home, draw your licensed firearm and light them up, empty the whole clip, and reload too. Listen to this.
We will have the stand your ground laws so you can defend yourselves when the criminals invade your homes. We will ensure law-abiding citizens have access to legal gun ownership. When the criminals invade your home, you can draw your licensed firearm and light them up. Empty the whole clip. Empty it. Light them up. Reload. We have to fight fire with fire.
Now, Trinidad, we could have talked about this on our Wednesday program, but you know, Wednesday, we have already dedicated Wednesday for public concerns, and I didn't want to shift. I wanted to stay with our normal protocol. Referring to the incident, Thursaday stated that more law-abiding citizens must be given legal firearm, and there must be stand-your-ground laws, so the woman will not be charged.
This is why more law-abiding citizens must be given legal firearms. This is why we must have stand-your-ground laws, so this woman will not be charged. Imagine this mother seeing these criminals coming into her home, breaking into, rob and rape her and her children. And now she can be charged because she was defending herself. The PNM is against you defending yourself and your family.
Opposition leader also turned to the Bible to support the UNC argument, as she added, if the Holy Book tells you to stand your ground and defend your family, who is a PNM to tell you otherwise? She promised that under the UNC government, people and their children will be safe from criminals.
If a thief is caught in the act of breaking into a house and is struck and killed in the process, the person who killed the thief is not guilty of murder. Not guilty. Not guilty. If the Holy Book tells this to us, the Holy Book tells us to stand your ground and defend your family, who is the PNM to tell you to do otherwise? I always tell you, those whom God bless, let no man curse. Those whom the Lord blesses, let no man curse. We will deal with crime. The UNC will secure Trinidad and Tobago. The criminals will never be in control, and you and your children will once again be safe and secure.
By voting for the UNC, Thursaday noted that persons will send a message to the Prime Minister and the government that their family safety is important, and he must fire National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines. Listen to this.
Send this government a message to change course. By sending them a message, they may change course and give you legal firearms to protect yourself. By sending them a message, they may change course and support stand your ground legislation so you can defend your families. By sending them a message, you're telling this government that you and your family's security are important, and he must fire Hines now. He must fire Hines now. Now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you, the public. Now, we understand that there are certain laws governing TTPS. There are certain laws that the lawyers in Trinidad and Tobago have to function under. There are certain laws that the magistrates and judges will have to execute. Now, according to what took place, the homeowner, the female who shot the bandit dead, talks is circulating that she may be charged for manslaughter. I want to hear from you tonight. Do you think that some of the laws in Trinidad and Tobago should be revisited concerning individuals entering your property while your gates are locked? Caller, good night.
Evening, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead, you're live, my friend.
Said, 8 years ago, before this government came into office, if you see a man in your yard or you see them around your house, you would have come out and say, hey, what are you doing here? And the person would have probably say, well, okay, I just make a mistake of passing through, some kind of thing. But after this amount of time this man was in government and he failed to protect the citizen, the law-abiding citizen. And this year, 33 elderly people in Trinidad and Tobago almost invaded and they were killed, murdered. And I could give you the list of every single person that was murdered by home invasion in this country. And nobody would know the name. One bandit get killed with a person trying to defend themselves and their family and their home.
Correct.
And it's a big issue in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Because that's the state this man led the population into this kind of duress that we are living in right now. Nobody, that could have been the lady's own relative. But we are living right now in fear.
Correct.
We are living in total panic in this country that you can't trust nobody now. Because when you hear the kind of gruesome crime that is taking place against the law-abiding citizens, people who just sit in home, work hard, come home, they want to go outside and take a little 5 minutes fresh air, and man just jump in, and not one or two, 5, 6, 7 of them. So you don't stand a chance in your own home, your own palace that you deem is the sanctuary of a citizen in this country. So we are in a position right now that we can't take no chances. It's better you defend yourself how that lady defended herself than you take a chance. Now let me say this situation, go into the other direction now. Where the woman invader came into the lady house, raped she, murdered, robbed them and all this kind of thing. You know, in 2 days time, everybody would have forgot the person who get robbed.
Correct.
Nobody would have been talking about that and thing.
Sure.
They would have said, well, it's just 33 days, 34 people who was invaded in this country. And that is why Rowley them could defend what the former Prime Minister was saying, to stand your ground and protect yourself. They wouldn't want that. You understand? What the former Prime Minister said was nothing wrong. And I totally supported every single thing. Right now in America, they reinforce all the laws for people to protect themselves.
Yes.
You don't have to have a license now to own a firearm in the States. Because they know how the crime situation is. When you do things like that, and you allow people to enter your homes and break in and do whatever you want, better we take out all the doors, get with camera, get rid of any and just let people walk in and say, okay, today I'm coming by you, where you have, and leave it outside for them. That is the state Rowley want this country to reach to. But that won't happen at all. You understand? Anytime anybody invade your space, let me tell you, better you make a jail or better you face the courts than to lay somebody end up killing you, raping your wife and children and things. And then you will say, well, you know, nobody care, you know. Anybody ever went back and talked to any of the victims who get murdered, killed or raped or anything in this country? You don't hear about that. You understand? You hear one bandit get killed and there's a whole big uproar over what the former Prime Minister said was wrong and things. When Rowley did say about giving one set of people guns to kill out the next set of people, that wasn't incited. You understand? So we in this country have to really listen and understand and know that this government don't care about the citizens in this country. They don't really want to say that, hey, here what? This place, let we be safe and let we comfortable. Just imagine, look at you, you working hard tonight. What when you pull up 2 bandits in your yard waiting to rob you? What are you going to do? Say, okay, I won't defend myself? Well, let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago, and look who we have at the Minister of National Security. You ever hear he come out and make a statement for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to feel comforted, to feel safe in their homes? You understand? So I totally support what Kamla Prasad Bisesa said. I am totally for arming people because you can't depend on the police, you can't depend on Rowley, you can't depend on Fitzgerald Hines to give you any comfort in your homes again. So I totally support it. Let it bring the laws, let it reinforce it, and we have to defend ourselves one way or the other. Have a good night, Mr. Sir. Take care, man. Please.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but before we go for that break, we have persons of interest here tonight. Vinod Dipchan. This is Vinod Dipchan, viewers. We have a clearer picture of him tonight. I'm also looking for this vehicle. It's Aqua PEA 578. So, friends and family of Vinod, would you please tell them to get in touch with me? I'm also looking for Narissa Mohammed. And I'm also looking for this vehicle that she owns. You guys zoom on this. I want people to see the number plate. If you can zoom the front, zoom the back self. Let us see the number plate. I want them to be aware. I am looking for these individuals. You can't come and do business and play a ducking and you want to answer a phone and play you wrong, you know. No. You can't be wrong and strong. Zoom straight up. Toyota Yaris. It's a Toyota Corolla. PDZ 8917. PDZ 8917 belongs to Narissa Mohammed. Viewers, friends and family of Narissa, would you tell them Saeed is highlighting her picture in her vehicle on television? Get in touch with me, don't duck. Let me tell you something. You see the rest of this week? I know what to do best, you know. You want to play a ducking calls, you want to play a running, you want to drop your vehicle, not a problem. Let Trinidad and Tobago know. And I want to let you go by a lawyer and hit my letter. All I want to see the stupid side of Saeed. All I want to see the stupid side of Saeed. All I want to see the dirty side of Saeed. I'm also looking for Raquel Susanna. Raquel, we had a talk. I tell you, drop in your vehicle until whatever money you make up, you drop it in. Raquel Sozano. Hey, all I feel working in the army is some kind of hard thing. I reached to the point where I don't care about them anymore. The ducking and the running and the hiding, no. I'm not for the ducking, the running and the hiding. I don't care who's your father. I don't care who's your mother. I don't care what job you're in. I don't care. The magistrate can help you. Your lawyer can help you. Your husband can help you. Your friend, your family. I don't care who's your friend and family in position. You didn't borrow nothing from them and you was not ducking them. You're ducking them. Come back to me. It's me you're ducking. My company you're ducking. Our phone calls you're ducking. So, Vinod Dipchan, Narissa Mohammed, Raquel Sozano. I will continue. Let me tell you something. I so stupid, I so stupid. I will continue lighting up all the picture for the whole of this month. So when I tell yourself, Saieed, only go and show it one night and forget it. No, I posted it on all my Facebook page. Do not duck and hide. Your time frame pass, you're supposed to drop your vehicle here, drop your vehicle. I already talked to you all. But you want to play your running and hiding. No, let Trinidad and Tobago know who all you is. When all I bring all that vehicle, all I give me my money, I will take down every post and I will stop showing it on TV. But don't play. Your time pass and you want to run and hide and you want to play wrong and strong on top it. I will find out tomorrow when my team come together, I will find out about Narissa and I will find out about Vinod. I'm going to tell you something. I love to help people, you know. I love to lend money, you know. You use your collateral, you're not able to pay, don't run and hide. You was brave enough to come and collect it. You're brave enough to sign document, but be brave enough to drop my asset. I will continue like this, you know. Like I said, your business who always, you know. Your time for I is not Republic, you know. I is not Scotia. I is not First Citizen, you know. I'm Saieed Ali. I am the managing director of Real Talk Group of Company. Real Talk Group of Company consists of Real Talk with Saieed Ali on television, Real Talk Equipment Rental, Real Talk Real Estate, Real Talk Security and Intelligence. We have Real Talk Finance and Investment. And we recently launched Real Talk Credit Union Information. And to add to that portfolio is Real Talk Executive Rental. I don't beg nobody, you know. I just work my 17 hours, 18 hours, sometimes 15 hours a day, Sunday to Sunday, you know. And then you want to come and take money, put up your asset, and then run and duck and hide and take phone calls and afraid to come and drop asset. Don't be afraid. Anyone all could take advice from people and go buy a lawyer and play all sending a defamation of character letter. I will show all you who Saieed is. You want to go to court? Not a problem, we go to court. When you lost the matter, you paid me for wasting my time and you also paid me a lawyer fee. Because when I drop my document for the court will ask you, so why are you running and hiding? And you know you failed to pay? There's a process, there's a procedure, yeah, so what is the kickback? Because of your illiterate decision to run and hide, you will pay Mr. Ali X, Y, and Z and you will cover the legal cost fame. Well, I feel like stupid. I outside here a long time lending money, you know. My lawyer is a high court lawyer, you know. She will show me every cuts and curves, you know. So if you want to run and hide, continue running and hiding for the rest of this month. By the time that the whole of Trinidad will know who all you is. So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Welcome back to Real Talk. Opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar has come under fire for her now popular empty the whole clip on intruders comment. The People's National Movement, PNM, has described Persad-Bissessar comments as worrying, and the party is urging her supporters to not be misled into the path of lawlessness. However, the PNM does not see the funny nor encouraging side of what was said. The party Public Relations Officer, the PRO, Faraz Arawi, stated that he is deeply concerned that Trinidad and Tobago is at present being encouraged into a form of behavior that can lead to immense problem for the peoples she is speaking to. You all know recently, I believe it was a magistrate had a home invasion at her house. You all heard of that? I mentioned about that right here on this program a couple of weeks back. A home invasion. About 3 weeks back. Yeah, about 3 weeks back. Bandits stormed her house. Stormed her house. So I wonder now, just saying this, if she had a licensed firearm and her husband happened to meet up this bandit and her husband went now and take out her licensed firearm and come back and bust shot on them and kill them, what would have been the outcome of that? What would have been the outcome of that? So now, according to the talks going around, that she may be charged for manslaughter. You want to say the wrong thing? So I want to ask police officers. I want to ask lawyers. I want to ask magistrates. I want to ask judges. And I want to ask jurors. I want to ask all you. If a bandit comes into all your home, you all have a licensed firearm, but the fire, all you being in a position or having the license to carry, not home. Your spouse home, your children home, and a bandit coming to your property. Let me tell you something. Your property gated off well, nice wall. They jump the wall and come into your house. What do you expect your family to do? Because according to reports, the woman begged them to leave. According to reports, the woman begged them to leave. Fearful for her life. According to reports again, fearful for her life. Pull up the firearm, aim in that direction, fire off. And according to reports, whoever was with him fled the scene also. So my question is, if you didn't go to rob the place, and you wasn't invited in the place, and you hear a gun went off, why you run? Why you run? Why you didn't come out and say, hey, Johnny, it's me, Harry? Then after reports, Why you didn't come out and say, well, Miss Earl, it's me, Saeed? But you left and you run. I am not the judge, I am not the juror, I am not the magistrate. But hearing that she wants to be charged for manslaughter, it is not sending a good sign. Homeowners in Trinidad and Tobago. It is not sending a good sign. Because I will tell you something. We're going forward now into the future. When a bandit jump your fence and into your property, you're trespassing. I didn't invite you. So what are you doing in my property? Answer me. Answer me. So I want to ask the question. If that was a policeman's wife, what would have happened? If that was the Prime Minister family, what would have happened? Let me put it better like this. If it was an MP, relatives or family, what would have happened? How much elderly people were killed in home invasion? How much? What about if that woman and her daughter was next in line? Paula, good night.
Sorry, you know, the country should see clearly now. I mean, if they have not known that before, they should know clearly now who's supporting the bandits and who are for the law-abiding citizens. You know what is amazing, sir? Why can these senior police officers who is advising legal and lawful law-abiding citizens that they must, you know, act within the parameters of the law? Why can't they advise the bandits? Why do they always have to advise? Why do they have to always advise the law-abiding citizens, sir? Why is it they have to always tell them you must use such force as is, you know, within the law? Why can't they advise the bandits about, you know, when they go to home, invade and rob, that they must act within the law? You see what I'm saying, sir? Then the political will is not there. And I support Kamala Prasad, Mr. 100%. Your property is your castle, sir. And according to what you said, you was not invited, they emptied the clip on them. But you see, this man, this is every time you see PNM is in power, crime rises, crime proliferates. Because apparently this man is happy, so we see now who is supporting the bandits. The bandits do something that is benefiting the country. When the government and the police cannot support you, when they cannot protect you, then you must do whatever is necessary to protect your life and your family. It is within your home. It's not like you're going anywhere or you're going on the streets to kill people. So this is nonsense. With all that rubbish, what we're already coming and talking about apologies, sir. How much money was spent on the house? How much spent on the Desperado steel plant? And billions of dollars spent on Whitehall and here and there and all over the place. Yet you have our country like this. It is time for these people to go, sir. This man has no good intention. It's time for him to go. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Trinidad and Tobago. How should we protect our property when intruders jump our fence and come into our property? How long will it take for a police vehicle to leave the station and come to my rescue? A lot of elderly were killed in their property because of home invasion. Can the Commissioner of Police, can the Prime Minister, can the Minister of National Security, can magistrates, can lawyers, can jurors come out and tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago how to protect your property from intruders? How? How? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live on television.
Mr. Saeed, I have a message for the media. and somebody citizen of Trinidad and Tobago who is against what the opposition said. So, here it is. You remember one time the
Make it short and
was on a
sweet.
platform,
Make it short and sweet.
he made a statement that the opposition is giving or trying to give guns to one race to kill another race. How come we never hear that on the media, and how come we never hear nobody kick a fuss about that? You can highlight that for me, please. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Go ahead.
Right. So I just wanted to highlight that to the nation now. How it is nobody said nothing then when he said that the opposition is trying to give guns to one race to kill out another race. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. So I want to bring back something to you all, Trinidad and Tobago. In a light of a recent home invasion in Egypt Trace Gunners, which resulted in the fatal shooting of a 25-year-old intruder, Deputy Commissioner of Police Curtis Simon have stressed the importance of proper firearm training for self-defense situation. However, DCP Simon sought to clear the air on topics of self-defense. Simon stated, listen good here in Trinidad and Tobago. Simon stated that self-defense must be met with the threat against them, and an investigation will tend to demonstrate if someone may have gone over the threshold, as there is still a court of law that would eventually deal with this aspect. Listen to this.
Persons generally have a right to defend themselves. What persons ought to be aware of is in law, self-defense must be matched with the threat that is against you. And of course, an investigation will tend to demonstrate if someone may have gone over that threshold. And even if an investigation might have led that perception to prevail, there's still a court of law that would eventually deal with that aspect.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, DCP Simon added that he continues to implore persons that they need to get themselves properly trained with the use of firearm, as he does not want person to be holders of firearm, users license, and when need arise, they operate in fear.
I continue to implore people, that you need to get yourself properly trained with the use of firearms, because we don't want persons to be holders of FULs, and when the need arises, that they operate in fear. When you operate in fear, there's a lack of confidence, and you may do something wrong, and we pray, of course, against that.
I am not the police, I am not the judge, I am not the lawyer. But this woman who shot and killed a bandit in her property, my question is to you. Did she operate or function in fear for her life and her daughter? Or was it self-defense? Intruder in her property. Self-defense or fear? So we are going for a short commercial break, viewers, but stay with us. Before we go for that break, I tell you, I enjoy what I'm doing, I enjoy what I'm doing. You want to duck and hide? I will bring it out in the open. Vinu Dipchan. Vinu Dipchan. Here's what to do. Get your car, drop it in my compound. Get your car, drop it in your compound. Or anybody who have information on this car. It's Aqua, PEA 578. Contact me, let me know what the car is, because we don't want to play a kind of smart man role now, and I know the smart man role. I always think you up on television. Don't come and take my money and play running and ducking. No, and you want to drop a set? You done lost? No, don't play that game with Saeed. Narissa Mohammed. Narissa, for God's sake, here's a woman. Here's a woman. Don't duck and hide. I want to catch her in. I wonder if you have a family. Corolla. Viewers, you know what this vehicle is? PCZ? PDZ 8917. Narissa, you fail, and you fail. Drop your vehicle. Drop your vehicle on my property. Because I will continue doing this until the whole of Trinidad and Tobago know. And also, Raquel Sozano, my mistake. Raquel Sozano. Raquel, don't let people in your workplace know what you're doing, girl. It's embarrassing to know you're in that position. You drive this X-Trail, PCN 94. Was it nobody X-Trail? PCN 9482. Raquel, don't let your bosses and them know what you're doing now. They're going to look at you different. They're going to look at you, they're going to look at you different. It's sad. It's sad. Get your man in tongue to drop the vehicle in my compound. So we are going for a short commercial break, viewers, but when we come back, we're going to hear attorneys' calls for more clarity on self-defense after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, those of you having spiritual problem, I am a spiritual consultant. You can contact me, viewers. Probably number on screen. And also, those of you, remember, Real Talk is giving you 4% on a fixed deposit. 4% on $100,000 is $4,000 per year. Remember, you can pay your water rate, you can pay your light bill, you can pay your internet bill. That money, at the end of 12 months, that $4,000 will cover your whole expense for the year. So you don't have to take out from your pocket to invest. No, the money comes back to you when you get your 4% at the end of the year. Remember, it's a 5-year contract, viewers. Remember that. It's only Real Talk that's giving this kind of offer, you know. No other financial institution. No other. Remember, my licensed money lender also. Also, Real Talk Executive Rental, viewers, you have a special function. You have a wedding coming up. You're looking for a nice ride. You could rent a Range Rover, you could rent a Porsche at Real Talk Executive Rental. We also do streaming of live weddings, of your weddings or a special event. We have a DJ in-house, so you can also get a DJ, you get your special event or your wedding live stream, and also you get a nice executive ride. You never know, Saeed might be the driver at your wedding. Hey, look how you're going and score it. You already get your darling, and you have a popular figure driving you out. It couldn't come better than that. You cannot get it better than that. So, Attorney Omlala have stated that the laws of self-defense allow citizens to use reasonable force to defend themselves if under attack, and while each case must be considered on its own merit, if the police consider the force to be excessive, a person can face criminal charges and the brunt of the law and the brunt of the criminal justice system. How do you defend yourself when bandit is in your property? How do you know what a bandit is coming to do you? You could be raped, scarred for life. Your daughter could be raped, scarred for life. When she go in her bedroom, she won't come out again. We talk about incidents that could scar you for life. For life. Incidents that could send you into a coma, into a shock that you may not even come out. This is how detrimental these instances. Unwilling to commit or unwilling to comment on any specific situation, but offering generalized knowledge, he said, "It is becoming very worrying at this time when people are terrified in their homes. What are the legal rights in terms of how they should defend themselves? Focusing on licensed firearm users, their responsibility and knowing when to use a firearm," Lala explained. Very often, when a licensed firearm user draws his firearm or fires, he is the subject of an investigation to determine if he acted properly or whether he erred in the way he used his firearm. So listen to this. Police officers, listen carefully. Police officers, when you get or when you graduate to become a police officer, they gave you a firearm. In giving you that firearm, an issued pistol, you become licensed to kill. You become licensed to kill. So let's just say you have your pistol home. And you're not around, but your pistol is safe. It is in a safe locked up. Your wife, your son, your children home. And a bandit comes into your property now. You not home as the user. Your wife know how to use their gun. Your children know how to use their gun. How do you call that? If they take up that firearm and shoot an intruder, how do you call that? Is that self-defense or acted in fear? In Trinidad, the law is damn different. So while there are calls for a person to use their gun, the public and licensed firearm holder are also understanding that there is a heavy burden placed on a licensed firearm holder when you use your firearm. I just tell people the kind of laws we have in Trinidad, it is easier to get an unlicensed firearm than a licensed firearm. It is easier to have an unlicensed firearm and shoot it at somebody than to have a licensed firearm and point it at somebody and pull the trigger. You know which way is the easier way? The illegal way is the easier way. It's the easier way because why? A bandit, you hold a bandit with a firearm, he shoot at you, police hold you, they carry you, they charge you for what? Shooting with intent, they charge you for illegal firearm, you get $50,000 bail, in 2 or 3 days time, the court process the paper, and you're back outside on the street again. Now let's say something now, man. You're back out on the street again. Whereas a licensed firearm holder will shoot at an intruder on his property, and he on the interrogation like he killed Mark. under interrogation like he killed Mark. That the kind of dotage laws we have in Trinidad. It's sad. It's stinking sad. Let me tell you something. Don't come in my property and feel like laying one warning shot. Hey, when you decide, let me say it like this, when you decide to jump Saieed Ali's fence, me I'm talking about. When you decide to jump my fence, let me tell you something. Before you jump that fence, I know inciting violence, you know, but I'm telling you my God on his mind. Because police will tell you point blank, if you jump my fence, I will kill you, you know. If you interfere with my daughter, I will kill you, you know. Police will tell you that. Don't come around my family. Come on, police, we are fighting for outside, oh man. Police, hey, army man pulling gun for police, police pulling gun for army man. Recently, that was in public domain. Hey, about that? for outside, oh man. That happened not too long. It published. I can't remember what news they carry it. 2 law-abiding citizens, 2 of them as officers, and the 2 of them pull gun for outside, oh man. All I feel is joke. I was saying, when you and your friends decide to jump side fence, here's all you have to do, all I keep a little prayer session out in the road or on a little vehicle. Lord, I'm going to jump side fence, you know. But I know sides here on TV, if you jump your fence, we coming home to meet you. Keep that prayer between you and your friends. Because when you jump my fence, so help my God. Whoever you just call God, you're going and meet them. I have a different method now, you know. Jump my fence. I'm not shooting to kill you, you know. I said that a couple of weeks back. I come up with a new method. I said that a couple of weeks back. When you jump my fence, I will shoot you to make sure you can't run again. I have 2 red nose, full bred pit bull. I have 2 Rottweiler. Imagine you wounded in the ground and can't run and see these big jaws and this big head coming at you. What are you going to do? You see all them good mother who have good son like to jump wall? Well, good night.
Hi, good night, Saieed.
You're live on television. Go right ahead.
Okay, I have a mouthful for you, my brother. I call him from Tunapur.
Welcome.
You remember Calypsonian fella? Of Calypsonian fella sang a song. Short pants. He said the law is a donkey. Remember, I don't want to use the other word. You remember that Calypso car? Now let me tell you something. Why am I saying that? Paris and Rari is saying that Kamla Pasabi's statement is irresponsible and irrational and all this kind of thing and what have you. Do you remember when that said individual was the Attorney General? His children was found on a range which are doing an illegal act with state resources, right?
I'm following you.
Huh? I'm
following you. Go ahead.
So therefore, that was an illegal act committed by the Attorney General children using the state resources, including the state personnel and the weaponry. That's the thing. So therefore, that's to tell you that Al-Rawi, they tell you how stupid when they make statements of this. I want to ask you something again, Saieed. When the people invade people's home, like how you see the other day, they drag a man from in front of the business place and pull him on the ground and snatch him and drag him and tie him inside. And then there was another incident where an old woman was going out and they hold her, they drag on the steps and whatnot. What is the outcry of the public? That if the police catch them, what they should do? Not kill them, Saieed? Saieed, are you hearing me?
I understand what you're saying. Go right ahead.
That is the general outlook of it. Now you have, why not then give people the pepper spray give them permission to have that, or the taser. So that if they don't want a firearm, a legal firearm, some people don't like it. They could have some defense. I want to ask another question again, Said. Policemen or security personnel, the army, police, coast guard, whatever, when they have their licensed firearm on them, and they are off duty, and they're in certain places, and when something happens, you know, they respond with bandits and things, and they would shoot and kill them. Their life is not at any immediate threat side. But how come they could use their firearm and kill these people? You understand what I say?
You're off duty?
You have to remember, the police and them say that, hey, we outside there, we face these criminal elements. And when push comes to shove, our life is at risk, and we will take the necessary precautions.
Correct.
Action as we see it to defend ourselves, if it means they have to kill the bandit. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I understand.
No, let me wrap up here now. Keith Rowley is putting up a race plan to this whole issue, and I will explain to you. And you see all them fellas, Vishnu Raghunath, and all them fellas who, and what the ethics of politics and what are them, these scamps and them afraid to confront Keith Rowley and them when they make brutish statements. Because Keith Rowley was the one who incited this whole thing, you know, and bring it into a racial thing when Kamala made his statement. Because Keith Rowley said that they are a certain thing, that to give a certain race of people firearms to kill a certain people, a race of people, because the majority of these people are committing crimes, and the majority of the people are these people. The other race that is in the jail and all this kind of thing. So what you do to it, you come and you put a racial slant to it there, probably, and you comment on El Kamla and them. Because she made this statement, you mean that the sanctioning murders there. This is what you're doing. But I'll tell you something. The country has reached a stage that the police cannot protect you. The police and them themselves involved in criminal activities. Look at what is going on in the prison. You're hearing about drones, you're hearing about this. The other day, I read on the papers, 100 and something packs of cigarettes. Yeah? Marijuana, this, that, and whatnot. How they tell these things coming inside here? It is because they show you that the members of the protective services, of all of them,
I understand. I understand, my friend. Thank you so much.
You understand?
Thank you so much. So, viewers, we have about 2 minutes to wrap up our program tonight. But lawyers, magistrate, the Commissioner of Police, Minister of National Security, the head of the Security Council, the Prime Minister, the President, they need to come out and address a situation. Right now, it is the talk of the town in Trinidad and Tobago. Because I will tell you something. With the officer saying she could be charged, you're sending the wrong signal to homeowners. Because I will tell you something. Homeowners can start a function like this now. When a bandit come in your property, but here one is me, it's you or my family. When I execute you, nobody is finding you. Because if you want to charge homeowners for damaging intruders or killing intruders, remember when a bandit come into your home, they're not asking you, you know. They're beating you for not having. They're beating you to tell me where it is. And if your daughter or your wife looking hot and sexy, well, you know what's going to happen. So whether you like it or not, when an intruder come in your property, it's a nothing like sorry. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but remember, our run of this program is tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and we'll be right back with you on another night for Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Good night.